even if we take care of that monster, we'll need someone to put us back into stasis. We can't let it be the Luna Slasher.
Okay, now I can answer questions from other people. I think one question was about communication.
Well, maybe we do, maybe we don't. Casey, how far are we from our destination?
I give approximate distance to
Yeah.
station.
Or
So
time,
you
like-
all remember that your destination was the Luna Place Miska station?
I'll point out the fact that the actual ship is pointing in the wrong direction for that.
Yeah, as we were heading out towards the belt, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is not good.
Sure, you can check the logs.
The ship's been redirected.
Who has the skills to do that? Casey.
Well, you say ships being redirected. Look at the logs. Look what they say.
What do they say?
Yep. They look perfectly normal.
Well, I'm no stargazer, so I don't really know where the ship's heading from looking at the stars. I don't know how about you guys.
But you're saying
the numbers on computer.
so that we're on course. The computer says we're on course, and the stars don't.
Helga says to Taylor, like, how do you know? You know, it's pretty difficult to see where we're heading.
Because I've done this trip loads of times. This is not my first voyage to a station.
She says maybe someone changed the course before we all woke up.
Well, at the end of the day, I mean, I much prefer to trust the stars and trust some computer program that can be tampered with. It'd be very hard to tamper with. Bell.
We have any kind of computer, any kind of ship sensors that can tell where the nearest place nearest possible destination is, the nearest settled place.
No, I don't. It's more like no. Once you insert your destination, you know, that's it. It's not like it doesn't have like a radar or a sonar system to really ping what the nearest you know, station is. You know, it's also not that far into the future, so the technology isn't that advanced yet.
We have limited fuel for turning. Can we at least send out a distress call of some kind?
Sure. Should be easy enough.
You know,
Casey, are you able to use the same onboard video that we use to capture sight of this thing to locate where the mercenaries are at the moment?
Okay, now that you start with senseless accusations, I guess I can look at... I mean, are there cameras at the
Yeah,
ship?
no video footage is available for the cargo, but yeah, you should be able to see cameras in the ship's core. So, you know, don't need to make another roll again because you already have access to the systems. But yeah, you see the mercenaries going into one of the modules, and it says above the door, cargo module 8. A. Cargo module A.
Well, cargo module 8, I can pull up the map if you want to know where it is.
can you get on the intercom, tell them to get back here because they're all in danger?
Is there a PA system on the ship? Or intercoms or something like that? Or not really?
Yeah, probably. If the captain announces that they've reached their destination or something like that. Yeah, I'm gonna
Hold on. They are in Module A?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cargo
Is
module
there
A.
any way to remotely lock the hatches across the ship? I'm just wondering.
That's a good question.
Do you want me to look into that?
Yes, because what I would like to know is there a way to either keep them isolated and then open up one hatch at a time to the last known location of where we saw that thing?
Yeah, but you saw that thing disappearing on the footage, yes? I don't know much about...
I saw it leave the frame of the camera. I don't know where it is.
No. From what I understood, when I saw the footage, that the thing disappeared into thin air.
It
As
disappeared
in,
into thin air.
It disappeared
Okay,
on camera.
okay,
Like
that's
the
not what I
footage is like
understood.
classic horror movie. It's not that clear, so you might be able, it might play some tricks on you. But from just watching it, it appeared like it just disappeared.
Okay.
So just saying, anyways, well, if you really don't like those mercenaries, I can attempt to try to see if it's possible.
Well, here's my position. Right now, there are multiple dangers to those of us who are immediately in this room.
Oh, by the way, so
Those dangers are, in no particular order, a lunar slasher, an unidentified killy thing, and 3 mercenaries who you know are up to no good.
We don't know they're up to no good, and the slasher probably has some kind of self-preservation instinct and doesn't want to be the only one left alive with that killy thing.
Yeah. Let's see here.
All right, you introduced yourself as head of R&D or VP of R&D for which company?
For Unitech. For specifically the Unitech Advanced Research Division. Accelerated Research Division, I should say.
So you know what this thing is?
No, not at all. We're into building a better tomorrow today.
well, I don't care if you know about it or not, but the file with the footage was called Tab Project.
Never heard of it.
Teta, spelled as in
Yeah, Theta. Theta.
EHETA. A theta. Okay. This is when Jesse draws a combat knife, and is pointing it menacingly at Blake.
So Helga yells,
You know exactly what that is. That's a Unitech. Unitech built that thing, whatever it is. You can't be head of R&D and not know what it is. So, are you just here to watch it kill us? Is that little box in your hand the thing that controls it?
I will pay you more money if you put the knife down and help me contain that thing.
Well, as long as we have mutual interests, tell us how we can contain it then.
Well, see, there's a little bit of a hitch. I don't actually know.
So, by the way, Gantry, you just found out that Blake Colby over here knows about the giant killing thing,
Oh, right, okay.
and he's holding his box dear to his heart.
Right. So basically, this is kind of like, is this going to be a kind of an Alien 2, let's get this monster and use it as a weapon type thing for the corporation, is it?
No. It's nothing like that at all.
Okay.
It's more like this thing somehow was released accidentally, and our best bet in containing this thing would be to lure it to, shall we say, expendable assets, which is why I suggest those the mercenaries,
So you're
because
suggesting we murder members of?
not at all. I am suggesting that we simply use them as bait so that we can pounce at the right time and contain it to prevent further tragic death.
But you're basically sacrificing their lives for us to
Well,
do
no, we can get to it before it actually kills them.
it. We hope.
If we get to it, what do we do to it?
Well, I have this box, and I'm pretty sure that one of these buttons will turn it off.
The big
Yeah,
red
you
But
say
it has
this
to be
now?
within relatively close range.
You turn the box on.
I didn't turn the box on, no.
Why don't you turn it on now in case the thing's right outside, in the corridor over? And just start
Well-
hitting those buttons until something happens.
I'm reluctant to do that simply because I don't know what effect it'll have. Whereas if we can see it remotely on a camera because it was drawn somewhere, then we'll have some additional options.
How do you suggest we actually get it to go to the bait then? I mean, these free sacrificial lambs. How do we get it to go there?
Well, I figure maybe, let's see. I'm kind of hoping that it'll be drawn to I don't know. I don't know. But I don't want it to come here.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. That, as one of you said previously, that if that thing wanted to kill us all, then we would be dead already. But somehow, if that thing killed Doctor and that guy in the fridge,
And the
Well,
captain.
and Captain, the Captain.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the
Oh, yeah, you
captain
didn't
is
see it.
dead, the first mate is dead, the doctor is dead, and some guy in a fridge is dead. But the thing is, I don't think it killed the guy in the fridge.
It didn't kill the guy in the
I
fridge.
mean, you also realize that there's another passenger module as well.
yeah. So anybody important is dead. I'm expecting the other passenger module. If there's anybody important there, they'll be dead.
There's someone there who's not important, who didn't look important, who can help us.
Okay.
My partner's in there. He's got weaponry and experience, and one more gun's not a bad thing.
What are you, like a lunar marshal, a bounty hunter? What's your
The
deal?
ladder. The ladder.
Okay.
See, the thing is, this thing that's running around the ship, it looks like it is targeting things, so it is sentient enough to understand that it has instructions.
Well,
Because if it wasn't, it wouldn't have taken out everybody rather than key members of a crew, wouldn't it?
And at that point, Helga says, "But why did it kill Manny then?"
He was stupid enough
didn't.
to stay behind alone.
He's not important.
if it just wanted to kill all of us, it would have gone down the line one at a time.
Yeah,
It didn't want to kill us. It wanted us to be trapped on a ship with no one who knew how to run a ship.
Okay, I'm not military type of person, but
And
I'm gonna only listen on Taylor on this one because you're a steward. So if steward says that he wants me to use these guys as a bait and attempt to use the trick with Hutch, then I will try.
I mean, you do like they're in the cargo module, but the monster will have to go to the ship's core first before it can enter the cargo module. If it's not already there, of course.
Yeah, assuming he requires transportation, same time
Can we
of moving
seal-
as
Yeah.
us.
Can we seal all the doors to all the cargo modules and then just open the one to the other passenger module?
I mean, I will ask DM, can I attempt to do that?
So you just want to seal the module of all the modules.
No, I think the suggestion was slightly different.
So what do you want
All
to
the
do?
modules except the passenger one, and then we can all go as a group to the passenger one.
Oh yeah, so the one you haven't been in yet,
Right, the other passenger one where I know that.
module B is the other one.
Yeah,
So
module
yeah,
B.
yeah, you can lock all the modules all you want.
Okay,
Now-
so Mr.
Were they been
Taylor,
locked before?
should I?
Yeah.
No, they were. You could open them manually.
Okay.
You know what? I am curious though. Is there a way for us to find out who accessed the stasis, like the industrial stasis pod that it was supposed to be stored in?
Who accessed?
Sorry,
Oh,
what?
yeah,
Sorry, I
yeah.
completely don't understand the question.
Well-
So you're saying that the Theta project was also sleeping in a stasis pod?
Well, I mean, we were transporting it in its own stasis pod. We weren't going to let this thing roam around for obvious reasons. But somehow this thing got loose, and I'm wondering if we can find out who loosed it, then we can use them as bait.
Did it look like a stasis pod, or did it look like a unmarked container?
Well, it's an industrial stasis pod, so it was probably bigger and stronger than a regular passenger pod.
Then I think it's very obvious that the guy who was awake when no one else here was saw a big industrially locked thing and said, "Gee, I think there's something valuable in there."
Would that industrial thingy, keeping that thing, would it have been connected to computer system? That if somebody had a computer access, then he would be able to tamper with that pod and like schedule a release?
I would imagine that it would be connected to the computer system, but I suspect that it would be somehow hidden or masked from the regular routine ship protocols. Is there a way for you to track that down, Casey?
Oh, I already have a proper good idea, and then I procure a gun from my arm and I aim at Jesse.
Oh shit. So is there any like quick action you want to do?
Even though I will lose elements of surprise, I'm not gonna shoot him.
Okay.
Yet. But I'm aiming at him and I'm more wary of him. So, honestly, Blake, I don't care about your experiments and whatnot, but I found some interesting pieces of information. I remembered something. First, Jesse said that he procured a knife, so I look at the knife, maybe even if he's still holding
Yeah, there's a
it.
knife in my hand. I hold it up.
Yeah, so, well,
It's a knife. It's a combat knife.
I remember that DM said to everybody that the guy in the fridge looked like he got his
Throat slash.
Well, from what I gathered, I imagine that Jesse before us is an impostor, and the real one was stuffed in the fridge.
We can go back and compare the knife wounds if you'd like. I retrieved this knife from my luggage. You could have seen that I had no weapons on me when we got the guy out of the fridge.
Well, that's the other funny thing. Tell me, why did you needed to access computer log?
Why don't you tell me what's wrong with the ship's course?
Oh no, good sir. You can see for yourself that the computers say everything right.
Right.
But before I did anything,
You're the person here who's telling everyone what the computer says.
well, it also
You're
says
the only
that,
person we're all trusting on what the computer says. And
well, you have a knife, and you are a murder suspect for now, and possible impostor too.
how many people do you want to lose before you're staring at at that creature?
Look, I think we need to all sort of calm down because at the moment our primary problem is that thing wandering around killing things. Once we've got rid of that, we've solved that problem, then we can discuss who killed who and who killed what. But at the moment, we're all in this together.
Well, Blake had an idea.
Well, but Box was Box found in the captain's arms or the. So if that thing is controlled by that box, then who's controlling it when we didn't have the box? Who was controlling it when the box was in the actual pod with the captain?
Shrek still looking at and not taking eyes from Jesse. Shrek, I don't know, maybe that means the beast is out of control.
Well, if it's out of control, then where did it target certain members of the crew? It must be controlled by somebody. And if this box controls the beast, then there must be either a second box or that box doesn't control the beast.
Seems doable. So, Blake, do you know about that thing? And I obviously still looking at Jesse. Do you know that thing, if it can be hurt at all? Because that thing looks like a weapon. And to be honest, we don't have that much.
Will a gun or a knife hurt it?
Oh, this thing is defense purpose.
No. Yeah, actually, why do you have that gun on you?
Well, I remember that I have it. Girl needs to defend herself. And as you might have imagined, the injuries of the guys and the death injury of that guy was a slash wound, not a bullet wound.
Most people don't carry firearms on spaceships. You gotta have brought that gun for a reason.
Yeah, also it's not a gun that I hold it, it's an implant.
An implant?
Yes.
Like a implanted gun?
Not something that you just pull out and hold with a holster.
Which arm?
I don't know, DM didn't say. But should you try to attack me, I'm saying I'm still looking at you.
But how do we know that's not the only weapon you've got implanted?
Well, because until a moment ago, I didn't know I had.
As far as I can see, we're all gaining back our memories slowly. So any one of us could have been the killer, even yourself. You just haven't remembered it.
And did the guy had a bullet wound?
No, but you don't know if you've got an implanted knife somewhere. You just
That's-
haven't remembered.
That's sort of bullshit. He has procured combat knife that can be used for slashing weapons, and you are focusing on.
But the point is,
She's not
He
the
made a-
killer.
he made a good point by the very fact that his combat knife was in his luggage, which he had to find. Now, first off, he didn't have a knife when we first met him. So did he kill the person, hide the knife in his luggage, then lose his luggage, then come back to us?
Didn't somebody said that the guy in the fridge was there for a long time?
I said that.
You mean? Or I'm still trying to.
Yes, Jesse. Yes,
Sometimes
yes.
I'm missing.
Jesse, the person you're pointing the gun at, said, "Yeah, I went back. That's what I did. I was checking to see who it was in the fridge. While checking, I noticed that he'd been dead for a long time."
Well,
think we
makes
need to
sense if
concentrate-
somebody is imposing him, then he would have make a switch a long time ago.
I do think we need to concentrate on this thing that's roaming around at the moment, because whoever killed the man in the fridge didn't kill the rest of us.
Mhm.
Didn't
It's
kill
also-
the doctor, didn't kill the captain, didn't kill the engineer. So that's the important thing at the moment.
I can confirm, by the way, that Miss Colt here is not the killer.
Cold? As in like freezing cold? Or what? Because I don't get it.
I'm pretty sure you're not the killer.
I mean, because it's a miscalled, as in like moniker. Because I wondered if you mean.
I mean, you're here looking for him too, right? That's
There's like,
It's Gantry.
No, it's
yeah,
Sorry,
I'm not a killer because I don't kill people. Do I look like somebody who could? How big was the guy in the fridge, like compared to me?
Normal guy.
oh, it doesn't matter. But I know you're just here to shoot. I was remembering the passenger area wrong. You're Colt, right? Colt. Never mind. You're the person I was here to work with to catch him.
To who do you say that?
To
Okay.
Casey, yes.
And just raise an eyebrow.
I knew you. The gun in the arm. That's how I recognized you. We could have. When I checked the guy in the fridge, I was slicing open his left arm to see if he had an implanted gun, because that's all I remembered about you. I just want to make sure that I wasn't alone.
Okay, in which arm I have that implant, DM? Because you didn't specify that.
Which thing from?
I don't think you specified. Sorry, left arm.
Yeah.
Okay. So I don't. Okay. Okay.
I mean, if
I'm
we
gonna
wanted
I'm
to
gonna
go-
lower that my left arm, and you're gonna lower that knife
Okay.
because there's still some things that I don't remember.
Okay. When we have time, we can go back and check. You'll see which arm I cut.
so now that we're not going to all kill each other, can we go back to concentrating on this thing that's going to be killing all of us?
Yeah.
Right.
Look at Blake. Have a way to take that down.
And then we can discuss this further once that situation's finished with. We can start the next problem.
Right. Blake.
As soon everyone do awareness, like just draw a card. Wow.
My card is frozen in mid-flight.
Mm,
Do I have the 2 hearts here?
2 hearts is me, yeah.
do I wanna spend our edge on that? No.
No. Well, it should be pretty obvious, really. You turn around to talk to Blake, and you realize he is not there anymore.
Oh.
Well, guess we're not getting that payday.
Cheeky bugger. Sorry for the pun. I might have jumped the gun on that.
He's we gotta find him.
Well, so maybe Blake is impostor.
No, he's not an imposter. He's who he says he is. That creature was created by his company. He's here to watch it kill us.
I love this game so much.
So what does the box do?
I don't know. But he
My
has
God.
it.
God,
So
I'm not even sure. But
Okay.
I guess I'll find out soon enough.
I try to find him through
I mean,
cameras.
as a GM, I also have the responsibility to add some tension.
Yeah, yeah.
So once you realize that he's gone, you also hear this. And it seems to be, coming closer.
to us?
Yeah, closer than last time.
From which direction?
Passenger module A. So that's the module you were in.
So, so
Like, let's throw stuff against. Is there anything? So, was there anything in the core that like tools or stuff that could be used to barricade?
is there any
You
way we can actually, if there was a way we could actually break off that pod, 'cause it's already ruptured anyway,
That's true.
or take away the oxygen, keep a door open so the oxygen gets sucked out of that pod, so the thing dies.
Okay, if nobody's like or just something, I just try to like seal off the passenger module A, like.
We've already locked the
close it.
doors. Yeah. Can you
Can you
just eject
automatically-
it
Can
all
you
together?
open the inner door. You open the inner door to the module so that all the oxygen gets sucked out, but keep it closed from the outer.
Yeah. Or can you just eject?
Reject the whole thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
I'm gonna say you. Did anyone close the hatch when you left? You closed it, right?
I don't know.
I mean,
Yeah,
on this
'cause,
side, this side of module.
Yeah.
We told you on this side of the module, yeah.
I don't know if
Actually,
somebody
we
said
probably
he-
don't want to eject the whole thing because we don't have enough food to survive. Like,
Yeah, refrigerators
And
and
did you
luggages are on that.
Did you close the hatches forcibly yet?
yeah, we locked the hatches down from the control.
And how
from the-
long ago would this have been? Like at the start of your conversation?
Yeah, this would have been a few minutes ago. Because
I
I
would
remember.
assume that each pod will have its own luggage and own sort of food area.
Yeah,
While
but
you're
we-
discussing this, you hear like the grinding of metal, like like when something huge, a
It's
metal
pushing-
thing is being ripped apart. So it's like.
Oh, okay,
Very
that doesn't
slow.
work.
Find the mercs.
Well, it's not where you guys are, but you hear it coming from like the other part of the ship, like from the hallway,
But hallway of
the ship's core. So it's coming from the ship's core where you guys are.
so it's very close. I say.
Cargo module 8. That's where we can find help.
Okay, let's do that then. Let's go to module A.
8.
8 even.
Oh,
let's
it's
do
A.
that.
It's A. I misspoke. Gargo module A.
A, right. Yes, let's go
Cargo.
there then. Let's head there. If there's help there, let's do it.
Sure.
Well, that's where
I'm
the
gonna
mercs
say
were.
cargo module A is also closer to the cockpit.
Okay.
So yeah. So you open that one on the computer.
Yeah.
Right.
I
Right.
open the way to module A, like cargo module A, and try to close the doors after.
Yeah. So when you enter the hallway and you near the hatch for cargo module A, in the distance you see a shape. Like you can't really see it very clearly. Although you just who's first towards the hatch?
Oh well, I mean, assuming I wanna run, my athletics is 8 and my speed
Yeah.
is 5. So if I really want to be
So-
quick, then I can be first.
Yeah.
Even
draw a
if it
card
hurts
for
me.
It's
Sorry,
an awareness roll.
I need to roll what?
It's for awareness.
Okay, I'm not gonna spend an edge for that. Oh, that means I roll another one? I mean, I drag another card?
See if it trumps. Yeah, it trumps as well. So we have a unique situation here. Grab another card and put it under the king.
Okay.
Now draw another card as well, next to the king.
Yeah. Next to the king, okay. What?
So
How does
you'll
that
be able
work?
to pick. You can draw another card and put it under the joker, under the jack.
Under jack?
Let's hope it's a joker. So you can pick between an 8 and a 7. So I'm guessing you'll take the 8.
Yeah, the higher.
Yeah. And what's the rest of what's your perception stats?
Yeah, that's
7.
the fun thing. My awareness, my perception stat is 5.
So it's a 2.
It's a 2, and my skill on awareness is 0.
So you have a 10 in total. Let's see what our friendly space neighbor has for stats.
Not friendly at all, is it? Don't lie.
He just wants to be loved, man. Oh yeah, I gotta draw a card. Cool. So what's your total at 10? Let's see what I draw. Whoop. Nice.
You know, from a purely mechanical perspective, I have to say I kind of like the way the system plays.
Yeah.
It's not bad at all. I was a little unsure when we started talking about, a game that uses cards, but I have to say the card draw thing is kind of cool.
Yeah, it does actually work really well, doesn't it? It's quite interesting not having to roll dice as well. That's a bit mad.
Yeah, absolutely.
Um.
So is that a draw?
Should I draw for
Yeah, I drew for
well.
myself. I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
no, like because for now. Oh wait, because he
No, no,
already
no. It
has
still
stats,
has its
so-
own stats
Yeah,
as
so
well.
yeah, he will have more than 10.
Yeah. Let's see. Perception. No, wait.
I mean, should I draw for
Dex.
Jesse?
Yeah, it beats you easily. So
Actually, I'm not gonna. Whatever. I clicked the card already. I'm gonna try and return it. I'm gonna spend the card from my hand.
so what happens is this is also an ideal moment to start talking about the action phases. So this is also pretty interesting. It's very different from what you're used to. I'm guessing the whole team chased after Casey. So what you all see is you see the. Did someone draw a Joker?
Yep. It's on the perception test. I played a jack from my hand, and then
Oh, God.
I'm gonna say because it's a critical fail.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say you were next to Casey, and you don't see what the other guys are seeing. You did hear a noise coming from that area, but you don't notice what happens. Well, Casey fails as well, but not that hard. You see like the glowing eyes of a cat looking into the light. You know they have those certain
the
glow in
reflective
their eyes.
there? Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
And then it just disappears. So you only see like those two glows, kind of like floating above, and then it disappears. And there's an eerie silence. Now, I'm gonna need everyone to declare what their actions are gonna be. And how this works is you all have 3 action points for 3 phases. If you want to act as soon as possible, you have to spend 3 action points for your phase. For phase 3, 2 action points in phase 2, or only 1 action point in phase 1. And this is pretty confusing, but phase 3 is the phase that happens first. So everyone needs to say at the same time what their actions are going to be. And if you want to act immediately, you have to spend all your action points. If you want to wait until phase 2, you only spend 2 action points in phase 2, but you still have an action point left to react to things. So like dodging or running away or stuff like that.
Okay, currently, we say at the same time because I already know how much I want
Yeah,
to spend.
everyone has to declare what they want to do and how
I'm
they want to
typing-
spend their
yeah.
action points.
I'm typing it into the chat. Does everyone want to hit enter at the same
Yeah,
time?
so
when they're ready?
let's say I want to, since the alien is so friendly, I want to just run over to you guys and give you all a big hug. I have 4 action points actually, but I could use 3 of my action points to immediately do that action. So I spend them all in phase 3. It'll be something like...
Where do you find your action points?
everyone has 3 normal humans.
Oh,
have
okay,
3
right.
action That's why I have the 3 coins.
Ah, right. Okay.
And I could say like, all right, I'm just gonna use my 3 points in phase 3 where I run over toward you and hug you, and then I'm gonna keep my point here to dodge away if any of you would dare to strike me back. Or I could say I'm gonna spend all 3 points in phase 3 to run away from those frightening humans, or you know. But the reason why everyone says what they're gonna do in the declaring phase is to add the tension as well. And I'm
Well,
gonna
I already
say
said.
that Jesse, you don't realize that it's that close to you, unless people shout it out.
I know, but we were all running for, like, we'd already established that we
Yeah.
were all running for A. Running for cargo A. So I'm not actually changing what I said I was, was doing.
So you can either open the hatch, try and open the hatch, or run away in the other direction.
Oh, okay. Well, since I don't see it, I guess I'm trying to open the hatch for it to cargo A.
So you want to do that like phase 3, you don't want to wait for it?
No, I just typed in,
Alright,
I said 2 points in
Yeah,
the
sadly
side
I'm
chat.
afraid the friendly alien, if he's acting with 3 AP, then he goes first and I am the closest one.
mm-hmm.
Boy, oh boy, cannot wait to see that.
So we have Casey, Jesse, Blake.
So, how many action points does actions take up?
So if you want to act immediately, you need to use all your action points. If you want to wait a phase, you can use 2 points for phase 2.
Right.
If you want to act in phase 1, you only use 1 action points. And you can spend the rest of your points to use as a reaction point, or even when you cancel a move.
Right. Okay. So everybody's basically running into cargo area 1 by looks of things.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna do the same as that. I'm gonna use the 2 points to run into cargo area A with the other 2. I'm using 1 as a reaction.
Okay.
So yeah, we're all pretty much doing what Jesse's doing. I'm kind of a little interested to find out where Blake is, because he's got a few answers, I think.
Well, he needs to get a bullet in his head, but at least he's not evil gloating. If he was evil gloating, I would just pop a nerve or something.
Let me ask a question first.
Well, Taylor and Jesse have a chance because they still have more edge cards than me.
Yeah, don't be afraid to spend your edge. What am I gonna do? Alright, so I'm gonna say you all act only in phase 2, right? So I have my options to start acting in phase 3. When you all start turning the like the hatch to go into cargo area A, you hear like its footsteps coming close. So it's like clicking on the floor, and it's nearing you, but you don't see